Welcome back, fellow bush babies. As you can see, our villagers are doing pretty well. They're both still resting. Well, this guy wants out, but he's still too weak. He's gonna have to stay in there for a little while. It takes a while to recover from an ordeal like that. So today, instead of doing anything with the villagers, we're going to be doing stuff with the house. You're probably wondering what house, and that's the point. We're going to build a house. I put this off only because I wanted to build up some floor plans for the house. I didn't want to go into this with no idea what I was going to build. And I finally drew some floor plans. I've taken care of this. Check this out. Don't have anything in these yet, but all the way down here, I've prettied up the mine at least a little bit. I still need to get down here and do some stuff, but it's coming. It's getting along there. This goes pretty far down that direction. I messed up this area right here, but it's no big deal. One out of every few is not going to hurt it. But you can see I've been doing a lot of resource mining because, well, our resource chest for the house is completely, well, almost completely full. I should have probably gotten some more spruce wood, but I just didn't decide to finish it off. I've cut down what was planted all over here. And we're going to go and check this out now. This is for our house. I'm not sure about this yet. We'll see when the time comes, but I spent a lot of time getting stone. You can see from having cleaned up the mine, I managed to get a lot of stone, and I did a lot of mining too. And we really just need a place for all of this stuff. And some of this, I know, I got it off camera. Here's our food chest. I got it off camera, and I don't really know if people want to see me do a lot of resource gathering, so yeah, you'll have to kind of tell me if you want me to do more stuff on camera, but I figured it might be a little bit boring to just sit here and watch me gather resources. So we're going to get some to get started. I don't need the floor just yet. I'll take some along just in case. And the whole the foundation kind of area that we're going to be mapping it out in, that's going to be made out of stone bricks. So we'll have that first. Now, I don't want to start it way close to this, to the mine area. I don't want it just outside my window. So this part I'm going to build first. This is going to be the office, or at least the wall, outer wall to the office. And I need to make sure that I save some room over that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'm going to be building a bit of this on camera at least. I'm going to have to come up by one. That gives me time to tell you this. I'm going to be building this at least a bit on camera. But if I ever skip, you can assume that it's to do repetitive work, like putting in the floor or building up a wall or something like that. So you are perfectly free to build this house. You have my permission. You know, you don't need to ask me if you can build this house in your survival world. You can give me credit. If you do a Let's Play, please just link back to this particular channel and say, you know, well, the idea came from this person. But that's all I ask. Alright, so from there to be 12 bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the same on this side. 2, 3, 4. And I gotta go and deal with this. This guy's gonna kill my sheep. Get out of here. Leave my sheep alone. Alright. And we'll fix that later. I'm actually going to keep the other stair, or the other stone brick. And that's going to be the foundation all the way down. Alright, so 12. From there out, it's going to be 8. But it's going to be 8 starting from this, because it's going to be 8 visible bricks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the same on this side. Now, we're not going to continue on that side because the house stretches off this way. I wanted to make sure that I didn't get this wall too close to the mine. So, it's going to be 14 visible bricks from here, so not counting this one. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then 12 from here, so It's pretty much just going to match up with this right over here. So we're just going to come back. And there. Now, and it's the exact same on that side. 16 and then another 12 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then 12 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there we have it. There's the start of our house, or at least there's the start of that area. 12, and then 8 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so from here back, it's going to be 20 in this direction. That's, I believe, counting this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're just going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. Now from here, things get a little bit different because this is where the circular area is going to come in. Alright, so we're going to... I'm going to put a torch right here. This is going to be the beginning, or this is going to be the beginning of the circular area. So extend that out by 1. I'm going to put a torch there. We're going to count out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the same thing in here. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is what it should look like. And I'm going to just cut here and we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, we've got that done. Both sides, little circular area. And like I said, the circle part starts from this torch here. So torch here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 2, 2, 2, 2, 6. And then you pretty much just repeat the exact same thing across here. And from there, we're just going to bring this across. Up and up. And this is at least the start of the house. This is going to be just the first floor. So we're done with this. Well, we can go back and fill in that little gap right there first. There we go. We filled that in. Now, it's going to be 6 air blocks, and this in here, this is all going to be floor. Well, of course it's all going to be floor. I'm sorry, let me explain. This brick is not going to be showing from the inside. This is all going to be floor. And we're probably going to have a kind of multi-layered house. Like we did, well, multi-layered like over there, how it dipped down by 1, and then you had like the recessed floor or something. I might do the exact same thing here. Actually, yeah, I think I am going to do the exact same thing here. Right now, though, I think I'm going to get the floor all filled in, and then I'll come right back. So I'll see you in a few seconds. Okay guys, the transition for you was only a couple of seconds, but for me it's been nearly 15 minutes, probably a little more. The sun is just going down. It's on my second day of laying this floor down, but I'm almost finished. We just have these last pieces. And I'm out. Okay, there we go. finished. Now this area is being kept separate for a completely different reason. We got to go back and we got to get some netherrack. That's where the fireplace is going to be. And I want to lay that out first. Now, the thing is, I've got fire spread off. I always turn fire spread off. But I do want to make this fire safe in case, for whatever reason, I do turn fire spread on. I know I have some netherrack, and I'm not going back into the nether just to get more. Come on. I know I should have laid it aside. Is that it? Right. Okay. Whew. I thought I was going to have to run back into the nether just to get 4 pieces of netherrack. But no, you can see that the floor is all laid out, and I'm just kind of nixing my plans on the recessed floors or whatever. It would look neat, but then again, the brick would get in the way. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then around that, we want it a couple wide. And this is going to be covered over by carpet, really, anyway, so it's not going to matter. And I think that's a safe enough distance. And again, as you can see, it's turning night, so we're going to have to go and sleep real quick. We've got time enough, I think, just to do this. Nope. And that, and that, and that. There we go. Now, I kind of want to figure how to separate the rooms, but I think we'll do that later. Alright, the windows are going to start here. There's going to be glass, glass. I don't want to waste this because I don't have silk touch. I can't pick it back up, and I just don't want to have to go mining or, you know, collecting for sand again. Because I did do a lot of sand collection off camera. Right. Kind of like that, wasting it. Then what we're going to be doing is this is going to be a 6-block tall. So from here to the ceiling, not counting the ceiling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm a dum-dum. I'll be back when I've got all this replaced. Alright. So, like I said, I'm a dum-dum. I totally forgot. 2, 3, 5. That should be it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the top should have been... So you can kind of see this as less of a tutorial and more of a let's build, because I don't have everything figured out. I've just got some of the basics. We're just gonna do it this way. One thing I hope they introduce in the future is a option to do connected textures, even if it's not like an automatic thing, I guess, for every texture pack. It would be nice if they had an option like to turn bedrock fog off. They would put like use connected textures, because connected textures just look so much better. They're so much prettier. And I wish that they would do that. I hope that Mojang ends up implementing that. They don't even have that on PC though, so I don't know what the chances of them actually doing that in general are. You have to have Optifine for that. But, hey, here's always hoping. And this is not going to be glass. This is just going to go straight up because this is going to be the edge of the window. So the windows are technically 4 blocks tall and then topped with wood. And I am particularly sorry if my voice kind of gets a little grumbly or if I start speaking really low. It's pretty early in the morning for me, but I've got to do the episodes this early because it's so hot here. And sometimes I will just kind of mumble to myself. If it's important, I'll try and speak up, but otherwise you might just hear me mumble a little bit. All right. Awesome. And this area is actually going to be our dining area. Eat before we jump back down here. Okay, so while we're doing that, I think what I'm going to do is kind of separate out our rooms a little bit by marking them. Let's see how far we've gone. Right. And the different colored wood is just going to be where our walls are going to be. There. So we've got the dining area there. This is going to be the kitchen, and the kitchen's going to join directly to the dining room and to a hallway, both, so that you don't have to go through one to get to the other. You could just literally go from one to the other without having to go out into the hall. So the door into the kitchen's going to be here. We're not going to have closed doors. We're just going to have, like, archway doors or something like that. Or at least I don't want closed doors, but it's kind of looking like maybe there might be some. Or I'll just leave that alone. Yeah, that'll do all right. So, right there, there, and there. Then, of course, the front doors are going to be right here. Those are going to be just regular doors. And we're pretty much going to do the same thing on this side. Only this side is going to be the living room and an office where we can store things and do work. So I'll be back once I get this all separated out and the floor plan just kind of done and settled in. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I'm just putting in the second window over here. This is the exact same thing as the other window. I'm not sure how it's going to look next to the... It's not directly next to the fireplace, I guess. So it goes 4 panes up, and then it's topped by the wood planks. Now, in my head, this is going to look like a really good house. I don't build a whole lot of houses myself by my own design, so sometimes they don't end up looking the best. They just look like giant boxes with no roofs, but I think this is going to look pretty nice. I think it's going to be good for, like, a big mayor kind of house, because we're going to build a town so that we can govern our little villager friends and stuff, and we may as well be the mayor. We can't trust any of them to do it. They were recently zombies, for goodness sakes. Alright, so come down here, and as you can see, I've gone ahead and just got in all of the floor plan. I've raised this up to start the wall, and we can figure out where to put the windows from here. Now, I have ideas for what this is actually all going to be. This is going to be this is going to be the kitchen. The room directly across from it, that's the office where we're going to do all our important work. I keep jumping down off of things. This is going to be the foyer. This is going to be where the stairs lead to the upstairs. So, like, it's going to turn, like, this way, and there's going to be 2 sets of stairs that go up. We'll show that later. This is going to be the the living room. The library is actually going to be upstairs. I don't know. I think I might put in a second fireplace upstairs, but I'm not really sure about that. This might have needed to go back one more? Oh, no, no, it's fine. I think. Actually, no, I think it did need to go back one more, but I'll fix that off camera or something. I don't know. But so far, here is our floor plan all laid out. Everything in its place. The walls are going to go up from here. So, yeah, I think we're just going to keep going, actually. We know from here... If this is going to be the kitchen needs a nice, like, window view. So, we're going to do from here in. So, 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... 2, 3, maybe 4? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll do that. Like I said, this is going to be 6 blocks. It's 6 air blocks, if I didn't mention that before. I'm actually going to need a crafting table. It's 6 air blocks, so the roof, or the ceiling, is going to be one above that last air block. And the reason why I'm doing that is I want room for things like chandelier and stuff like that. If I wanted to do something like that. Which I do, of course, maybe in the kitchen or like and out in the hallway and things like that. Because I think that those are always pretty cool. If you can do them right, then they look really neat. And I think that that would look really cool. Actually, we need to figure out it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's every 7th block. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7. And then this is where our doorway is. We don't need this anymore. So I can take that back. Alright. House building is a lot of work, but I love doing it. Oh. Maybe if we, like, want nice big windows, we do this. Yeah. Then it's gonna be this. So far, it's 2 above the ground. 2, 3... 4. Then we're going to go in like this on each side. Then top it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I like that. I love that, actually. Alright, so we'll just do that again. And I also should say that the roof, or the ceiling, and the floor of the next one, they're going to be double layer. So, like, the ceiling is going to be 1 layer, and then the floor of the next floor is going to be another. And I'm doing that so that I can put glowstone in the floor, put carpeting under it, and you can't see it from the top. Because trying to get those things to line up, look nice all at the same time, it's not easy and it's not fun, and I don't want to have to do it. So that should be even on both sides. Now, 1, 2, 1, 2. We don't want the exact same kind of windows on every side of the house, because that would just end up looking really boring. So we're just going to do some normal kind of windows too. Like this. Then this. And this, and this. All right. I think this looks good for a good start. What do you guys think? Like, I know it's always hard to tell what a build is going to look like until it's completely done, but I think you can kind of get an idea, I suppose, just from all that's going on here. And, you know, if you use your imagination, you can kind of see where things are going, and I think that it's actually going really, really well. Especially for a situation where, like, I drew up an actual floor plan. That's not gonna work. Look at that afterwards. Another night, more sleep. Sometimes just doing a personal world where I don't really care about, you know, keeping it on hard or easy or whatever difficulty I happen to be putting it on. I just turn it on peaceful when I'm trying to build, because it really beats having creepers jump all over you and, you know, just being jerks about the whole building process. So, I don't want to do that here. I want to keep it on the difficulty where we're playing as much as possible. Now, I know I said I was going to do the windows, but sometimes I just get obsessed about certain things, and I wanted to get that wall up. But in general, this is the kitchen, I believe. Yeah, this is the kitchen. Since the floor plan of the house is pretty much just a mirror thing, sometimes it's hard for me to... But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bunch of... Well, I don't want to do a lot of off-camera stuff unless... No, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to call the episode here. And next episode, we're just going to pick right back up where we left off. I'm not going to be doing any off-camera building with you guys on this one so that you can follow along if you do. But thank you so much for joining me. I know this has been just a building episode. We didn't do anything particularly exciting, but I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. If this is the first time that you're seeing anything from me, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and help the channel out. Liking and subscribing definitely helps. It gets my channel out there. And I'm going to come back and do the windows. I'm just next episode right off of the back of this one, so suggestions or anything like that, I'm sorry if it doesn't seem like I take... I will retroactively kind of put some suggestions in if I think that they're good enough. If I... Well, I don't want to seem snooty. Like, if I really like them, I'll put the suggestions in. But in any case, we're going to call this here. I'm going to come back, and we're going to continue this in the next episode. So, again, thank you for joining me, and remember, Bush Baby loves you.